Hello from Gardening at Dwensa here in Ireland, and this video is about thrips. Some of you may have seen my last video about this Laelia tenebrosa when it was in flower, and the fact that I didn't like the flowers this year. Now, some of you also noticed that the flowers were quite streaked. When I first saw those streaks, I suspected I might have a virus on the plant, but a couple of other things made me think it wasn't a virus, like the fact that the plant seemed to be growing quite vigorously all the same. When I've had a virus in the past, it does manifest on the open flowers, but the one I'd had in the past had also other effects on the plant, like new growths used to start and then abort. However, after some communications with one of my viewers, Priscilla, who's from Portugal or Brazil, she said that I may have thrips on this plant. And upon further investigation, I do indeed have thrips. Now, I want to show you this because these are not thrips as in the textbook, because they are white. I don't know if you can actually see there, but there does appear to be something like white fluffy dots on this leaf. And what I do notice as well is an excess of something like happy sap, which I don't normally find on the leaves of my plants. There we go. That's one of the little horrors. Now I'm going to insert a clip to this video of a video I made last night, just a few seconds, showing these thrips in more detail. So there you go, that's what they look like, and if you look very closely you can actually see them moving. Now, I didn't think this was thrips at first because any I'd heard about had been black, and there's one test that suggests that you take your plant and put it over a white tissue and just kind of flick the area where you suspect they might be, and then they'll fall onto the white tissue and you'll be able to see them, which doesn't really work if they're white. So yeah, that wasn't much use, and I just thought I'd make this video because it occurs to me that some other people out there may have these kind of white thrips, and the hardest thing with orchids is identifying when something is wrong, because there are limited pictures available of diseases and negative conditions that orchids may have. So I just thought I'd put this one out there as well. And now I'm just going to insert a little clip from my previous video where I showed this flower and the streaks on it, just to show you what thrip damage can look like. Now, one other thing I will say is that thrips can carry virus, so because my plant has thrips doesn't completely rule out the fact that it may actually have a virus as well, but yeah, I'm going with just thrips for the moment. Anyway, here's the clip from before, and I'll also put the link to that whole video up above. So, without further ado, I'm going to spray this plant with Provado Ultimate Bug Killer, which you see there on the right, and which suggests that it kills thrips. And I may have to do it again in a week or 10 days when the babies have actually hatched out, because the spray won't get the babies if they're in egg or whatever form it is. Anyway, I'm not going to do that on camera, but you get the idea. And finally, I'm going to spray any plants that were adjacent to this thrip-infested Laelia, just to be safe. Okay, that's all for the moment. Sorry for the bad photography and very unpleasant photos in this video, but maybe some of you will find it useful. And thanks very much to everybody who made suggestions on the previous video about my Cattleya, or Laelia. It's a Laelia. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.